You have been losing power every time you react. Every reply, every argument, every explanation. That was not confidence, that was weakness. The fastest way to dominate any situation is not to speak, it is to stay untouched. Tonight you will learn why silence terrifies people, why indifference bends power dynamics, and why ignoring the right people turns you untouchable. This is not politeness, this is control. Let's dive in. 1. Why reacting makes you weak. The moment you react, you expose yourself. Your tone reveals insecurity. Your speed reveals desperation. Your words reveal where the wound is. Think about it. If someone insults you and you fire back instantly, what have you shown them? That they reached you, that they matter, that they have access to your emotional core. That is not strength. That is an open door. Weak men believe dominance is loud. They believe power means winning arguments, proving points, correcting disrespect in real time. That belief keeps them trapped forever. Real power operates differently. It lets others reveal themselves while you remain unreadable. Machiavelli wrote that a ruler must appear unshaken even when provoked, not because he feels nothing, but because emotion is information, and information is leverage. When you react, you give leverage away. 2. Silence as psychological pressure. Silence is not empty. Silence is active pressure. When you ignore someone who expects a response, their mind starts working against them. They replay conversations. They question their value. They imagine reasons. Their confidence erodes in real time. You did nothing. They did everything. Social rejection hits the brain like physical pain. The human mind cannot stand being dismissed. That is why silence feels brutal. It forces people to confront themselves without distraction. This is why ignoring someone often hurts more than insults. An insult gives engagement, silence gives uncertainty, and uncertainty drives obsession. This is not cruelty. This is understanding human wiring. Weak men chase closure. Strong men understand that closure is power, and it is never free. 3. The mistake most men make. Most men ignore incorrectly. They go silent out of fear. They withdraw, hoping to be missed. They disappear emotionally while still needing validation. That is not power. That is avoidance. Strategic ignoring comes from abundance, from inner certainty, from knowing that your life does not shrink when someone leaves it. There is a difference between being silent and being irrelevant. One is chosen, the other is forced. When you ignore from strength, people feel it. Your absence feels intentional. Your presence feels earned. That is when silence becomes dominance. 4. A short story of controlled indifference. There was a man in a corporate office who never raised his voice, never argued, never defended himself in meetings. When criticized, he simply nodded and continued working. People mocked him at first. They tested him. They provoked him. Then something strange happened. The louder others became, the calmer he stayed. While they reacted, he delivered results. While they talked, he moved silently upward. Within 2 years, the same people who dismissed him were seeking his approval. Why? Because he never entered their emotional frame. He never fought for relevance. He made himself scarce, focused, and effective. Power follows results. Noise follows insecurity. 5. Why indifference scares people. Indifference removes leverage. You cannot manipulate someone who does not emotionally engage. You cannot intimidate someone who does not seek approval. You cannot control someone who is willing to walk away. This is why Machiavellian power emphasizes emotional discipline above all else. Not kindness, not morality, control. When you stop reacting, people lose their hooks. Their insults bounce. Their guilt tactics fail. Their provocations collapse. They either escalate desperately or retreat completely. Both outcomes favor you. 6. Who deserves your silence? Not everyone deserves your words. Some people deserve nothing at all. Enemies thrive on reaction. Your anger validates them. Your defense gives them relevance. Critics who build nothing should never influence those who build everything. Responding to them shrinks you to spectator level. Energy vampires feed on emotional access. They bring drama disguised as connection. Their currency is your attention. Cut them off cleanly. No speech, no explanation, no closure. Silence is not rude. It is selective respect for your own time. 7. Training emotional immunity. Ignoring people is easy to understand and hard to execute because emotions demand expression. Anger wants release, ego wants defense, pride wants recognition. This is where men fail. You must train yourself to sit with discomfort without action, to feel the urge to respond and deny it, to let provocation pass through you like wind through steel. Start small, delay responses, reduce explanations, observe instead of reacting. The man who controls his reactions controls the situation. The man who cannot is owned by it. 8. Power dynamics never sleep. Every interaction has a frame. Someone leads, someone follows. The one who speaks less often controls the frame. The one who reacts more often loses it. In relationships, the one less emotionally dependent holds leverage. In business, the one willing to walk away wins negotiations. In social hierarchies, the one who does not seek approval rises naturally. This is not manipulation. This is awareness. You are always being evaluated. Calm signals strength. Overreaction signals need. Choose accordingly. 9. The danger of caring too much. Caring what everyone thinks is the fastest path to self-betrayal. Approval addiction turns men into performers. They shape themselves around applause. They fear silence. They fear disapproval. They fear being misunderstood. That fear is exploitable. Machiavelli warned that a ruler who seeks universal love will be destroyed by it, because love creates dependency. Dependency creates weakness. Care deeply about your mission. Care deeply about your standards. Care deeply about your craft. Care very little about opinions that do not move your life forward. Freedom begins where approval ends. 10. Becoming unreachable. The final stage is not arrogance, it is sovereignty. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself. You no longer rush to be understood. You no longer react to every disturbance. You choose when to engage. You choose when to speak. You choose when silence is the stronger move. People feel it immediately. They sense boundaries without being told. They approach carefully. They test less. You become harder to read and harder to manipulate, not because you are cold, because you are grounded. 11. The man who ignores wisely. He does not ghost impulsively. He does not disappear emotionally. He does not seek reactions through silence. He simply does not feed what weakens him. His attention is guarded. His energy is directed. His presence is intentional. He speaks when it matters. He acts when it counts. He ignores everything else. That is not avoidance. That is mastery. 12. The final truth. Ignoring people is not about punishing them. It is about protecting yourself. Every reaction costs energy. Every argument costs focus. Every explanation costs authority. The ruthless man understands this and spends nothing without return. You do not need to announce your silence. You do not need to justify your absence. You do not need to explain your boundaries. Your life is the statement. From this moment forward, stop reacting like access is free. Stop engaging with people who offer nothing but noise. Stop leaking power through unnecessary words. Silence is not weakness. Silence is selection. And once you master it, you will notice something strange. People who once controlled your emotions lose their grip. People who once ignored you start watching. People who once disrespected you adjust, not because you demanded respect, because you no longer asked for it. This is Machiavellian power applied to modern life. Cold, strategic, controlled. Use it carefully, use it deliberately, and never forget this. The man who cannot be emotionally touched cannot be defeated. Your reign starts when your reactions end. If you want to learn more about dark psychology and human nature, hit like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.